Hello, hello, hello. Welcome yet another. All the words that I usually say at the beginning, you can imagine yourself by now. We are on to yet another episode of Akash and Friends, the podcast. With me today is a guest that I wanted to get in person because I feel like the energy would have been off the hook if we were in the same room again after a while. But unfortunately, because of this pandemic that China has released upon the world, I'm here via Zoom call with Neeti Palta. Neeti, thank you for being on this and for making
thank you
it.
for bringing me on. I was getting insecure कि मैं ही रह गई हूँ सिर्फ.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है बहुत लोग बाकी है and it's only been I think it took me a week just to realize कि ओ episodes खत्म होने वाले हैं बैंक में. And I was like, अब तो live shows भी नहीं है तो we were broke. Thankfully, yeah. And then I put out a call. I said, listen, I need people to pay for this. If you want this to continue, please give patronage. And now we have a bunch of patrons. So now because they pay, because you pay, not you, but you. Because you pay, this happens. So thank you guys.
Someone else wants to be on your show.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh no.
Pangu, say hi.
Hello.
Meet Panga.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey.
We are going to have this happen. My house is a zoo.
How
Panga,
many dogs do you have?
I have 3. I have his mom and I have an older dog.
Oh wow.
So at one point she gave a litter of 7 puppies. So I had 7 puppies and 2 adult dogs running around the house.
That's amazing. Is this an... Oh no. Oh no.
Can you hear the snorting?
Yeah, I can hear the
Imagine
snorting.
when this creature sleeps, it's like in my ears throughout. What do you want? When you come up, you want to go down. When you want to go down, you go like, yeah. Oof, sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. We have all the time in the world to record this.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Does he stay still? Will he stay still? I don't mind him sitting.
He doesn't stay still. See, when he comes up, then he'll want to go down. अभी देखती हूँ कितनी देर टिकता है. हाँ. वही तेरे कंटिन्यूटी में इशू होगा.
नहीं we don't do any back and forth. सब ऐसे ही जाता है. जैसे आता है वैसे जाता है.
है?
हाँ ये कुत्ते का पूरा सीक्वेंस ऐसे ही जाने वाला है.
अभी तो I'm linked to this earphone thingy also, ना, the wire. So I'm worried he'll trip that.
I have not put my phone on flight mode and
ये भी जाएगा.
हाँ अभी तो गया flight mode पे. Okay, so अरे what a sweetheart. What breed is this dog? Is
French
this dog?
bulldog.
Oh, it's a French bulldog. They all have all of these the pugs and the bulldogs. They have a lot of trouble breathing, no, because of the way their noses have become.
Yeah. His mom doesn't have it that bad. Her nose is a little bit longer than his. But he's gone on his dad, so it's completely chaptu.
Did you have dogs growing up as well?
Yeah.
How many? Like throughout your life?
Pretty much. Then there was that long patch in advertising, that long dark patch where I couldn't have dogs because I was never home.
How many years was that? Was it 5 years? No, longer.
No. Advertising, I was like 11 and a half, 12
What?
years. Yeah.
I see. This is what I love about comedians. For me, their life before comedy is like always miniaturized in my head. कि क्या ही हुआ रहेगा. नीति पैदा हुई, फिर 15-20 दिन एडवर्टाइजिंग किया और फिर comedy. Like I always assume your life started with comedy because my life started with comedy only. I started at 18. But you actually lived before.
I lived before, yes. Kind of. Pagu.
I don't get awkward. It's still it's just a conversational this thing, huh?
हाँ.
You have frozen up visibly. I'm just letting you know.
I'm frozen because I'm worried he's going to trip the wire.
Oh.
He never sat still this long. See, I jinxed it. Like now he'll start moving.
From what I understand, I've had cats. I've not had dogs as pets. My friends have dogs, so I've hung out with a lot of dogs. And with their owners also, but sometimes only with the dogs, which is far more fun sometimes. And dogs, I think they just want to be cats, but they lack the balance to be cats.
How do they want to be cats?
they want to be cats. They genuinely want to be cats. They are constantly trying to climb onto things that are and they lack the finesse. So you know, like right now they want to sit on your lap, but they don't know how to balance. So it's not so much fidgetiness, you know. गाड़ी में पता है वो फ्रंट सीट में आके कुत्ता बैठ जाता है लैप में, फिर बैलेंस ही नहीं कर पाता वो.
See, इसकी mom is very dexterous. She used to be like a parkour queen. Like if she wanted to get to your face, she would get to your face. Doesn't matter that her height is short. She would jump on a ladder, jump on a table, jump straight at you. Bamsai! Zero self-preservation whatsoever. This guy tries. He's of course faster than her now, but he's also squatter than her, so he plops. He's not like, she was like a billy goat, man. This one is like another triple English.
You grew up with like okay, this is a weird question. I don't know if this applies, but did you ever have a favorite dog?
Did I have a favorite dog? Well, there was one that was with me through my life. I can't like as in since I was a baby till my adulthood. Baby as in school to like profession. So that was the dog that ruled my life, I guess.
Oh, what breed was that?
That was an American Spitz, a typical Fauji dog. And everyone was scared of it. And she hated kids. She hated them with a passion. Oh man. That was
Did you travel a lot growing up, or were you in one place only?
Army kid, dude. Every year that would get transferred.
तो कुत्ते को भी साथ में लेके जाने का?
Of course.
और
वो
कुत्ता
तो
कैसे
family
आता
है?
है?
तो हम लोग मोस्टली तो तब बाय ट्रेन ट्रैवल करते थे. So either they would let the dog be with us, or the dog would be in cargo, and every train stop my brother and I would run out of the train and go to cargo and pet the dog, walk the dog, run back. And my mom was always sure कि हम में से एक रह जाएगा. So we really related to movies like Amar Akbar, Anthony. आप वो जो movies नहीं दिखाते भागते भागते बड़ा हो गया है वो ट्रेन पे. I always thought हमारा जिंदगी है ये.
Are you guys close, your brother and you? How
My
much
brother-
gap is there?
There's 3.5 years.
Oh, तो there is scope to be close, I feel.
हाँ मतलब we were very close as kids because I was also such a tomboy that he always thought he had a brother more than a sister, I guess.
हाँ,
तो
no,
वो मेरा
this is
सर
what
फोड़ चुका है, he stapled my lips. वो बहुत कर चुका है मेरे साथ, जो भाई बहनों के साथ नहीं करते normally.
stapled your lips.
Yes. So I always had a smart mouth on me. So when he would like he was bigger and he was violent. So whenever he'd go to the loo, I'd stand
That
outside
sounds like
the loo.
men everywhere.
No, not all men. Hashtag. So I would stand outside the bathroom and I would basically I would write out those 4-line limericks, and I would just say something like. I still remember the last 2 lines of this one limerick I had written. My brother would lick Pawan's feet. Alas, even that wouldn't make Pawan look neat.
Oh no.
So then he would charge out. So this one time I remember mom left him in charge as usual. It's in my special, that's why. That angst is real. That can only come from real pain. So she's gone off and he was bugging me. So he's sitting in his room on the study, I'm on mine. And I put thermometer in my mouth, and he must have irritated me. I must have gritted my teeth. The thermometer broke in my mouth. So I, instead of spitting shit out, pretended that I'd swallowed the mercury. And that much as school kids, you know those little trivia you know, so you think you know it all. So he knew swallowing mercury means death. So I just pretended to convulse and like fall on the floor and shit. And he freaked out because he was in charge. Kuch to fir fayda. So he came and he was shaking me and all that. I even tried to build up a little spit on the side ki froth nikal raha hai, par wo hua nahi. Not successful. And then he realized I was faking it. So he said, now I'll make sure you swallow that mercury. So he stapled my lip so I couldn't spit it out.
This is in your special.
I don't talk about the lip stapling. There is too much
Yeah.
pain. This will be another special.
Ra-
I do
You know-
talk about painful older brother in my special though.
It's very interesting to me how much trauma is required to make a comedian. Like, क्या करना पड़ता है life में. Wow, that is mad aggressive behavior.
I'm telling you, if he used to like, at one point he used to like girls, like he was very good looking and girls would like him and stuff. So he was that psycho man. If the girl's dad was a doctor, he would likely to break my head just so that we could go to the doctor. He's that level psycho. So,
And then he sobered up in adulthood?
yes.
अब तो बोलना पड़ेगा.
Relatively, I would say.
Why did you do advertising? Was it because nothing else seemed to make sense, or did you feel like it was the only thing that made sense at that point?
So, through my life, I wanted to be a detective.
Okay.
So I've done, like, I used to walk around in my mom's house coat with my like floppy hat and shades and try and find clues around the house and do shit which I don't know what. So that was one. Then I wanted to be a pilot. फिर पता चला maths अच्छी होनी चाहिए तो वो तो chance नहीं था. Then I wanted to be a cop for the longest time.
Okay.
Because Amitabh Bachchan used to be a cop a lot.
Right.
And then my grandfather said nothing doing because he was a cop and then became a criminal lawyer. So he was like, no life for a woman. So law में पढ़ाई बहुत करनी पड़ती, तो करते करते जब तक मैंने graduation की, I was like semi-journalist already at that time.
So you graduated in law?
No, I graduated in mass comm and journalism.
Okay.
That was my post-graduation rather. So then mom said, देख तेरे को regular job तो suit करेगा नहीं, तो तू कुछ ये पागल वाले आइडियाज है, कुछ ट्राई कर इन एडवर्टाइज. इट वाज माय मॉम एक्चुअली हु सजेस्टेड इट.
And then you did. So that's what, right? Like it was not like I feel like advertising is where last generation's creative people had to go. Because
Yeah, but I don't know, man, because after that the people I was hiring, उनको creative बोलने में शर्म आती थी यार. I'm sorry, but Jesus, वो उनको ये होता था कि ठीक है वो जो टिपिकल कि क्लॉक हो गया निकल लेते हैं ऑल दैट, या कुछ चलता हुआ काम कर लिया. वी वर ऑफ द जनरेशन वेयर वी वुड एक्चुअली बी प्राउड ऑफ क्रैकिंग अ कैंपेन आइडिया, लाइक रीडिंग Ogilvy and like looking at one shows. Those were like the times when एक छोटा even 20cc ad पे खुश हो जाते थे हम लोग.
but then I think it's also one of those generational things, right? Like each batch thinks that the last batch was more sincere and the next batch is less sincere.
I won't say sincere तो फिर भी handpick करके हर generation से मिलेगा. I'm talking about creative, that passion to create something new. I didn't see it, at least in the next batch that came. I was like, because I was grooming them, it was killing me. But then clients don't help either, no?
Yeah, that's true. We live in a more politically correct era than ever. I don't like this. I feel like it's unfair that you have a small dog to pet in between answers, while I have to find some weird thing to do with my hands.
I feel like Dr. No right now. I wish I had ring in
It's such a different set of cultural references when you talk to certain people. Like some people actually have a lot of Western cultural references in their set. You don't have you have a very nice balance. You manage to do that. Your stand-up doesn't do as many international old school cultural references.
Because I don't watch ना. I never used to watch that much comedy. अपना नया crop is all Louis C.K. ये कहता है, George Carlin ये कहता है. तो मैं तू क्या कहता है अपना तो बता दे कुछ. So and my problem is I genuinely have a very bad memory. If you ask, like Abhijit Ganguly तो calls me the Gajni of comedy. वो मेरे को, and he's done so mean social experiments on me. Like एक चीज मुझे बताएगा. And then I'll give a weird reaction. Then he'll tell me the same thing 3 months later. I give the same reaction. So, and so अब क्या बताऊँ? So basically यही है कि I wouldn't watch comedy because I was very scared. Sometimes some things resonate with you and then you end up saying something, and उस time पे when you're starting out, joke chore is the last label you want, man.
Yeah, so, and apne scene mein though it's unnecessarily aggressive and it's been crazy the way it's been dealt with whenever someone
and it's scary because then it throws a bloody shadow on everything you do. हाँ ये भी उठाया होगा, वो भी उठाया, तो भैया मैं देखती ही नहीं थी, मैंने अब जाके देखने शुरू किए.
Did you want? I remember. I think either you told me or somebody else told me that you're the only comedian I know who started comedy through improv. I think in that sense, like because you had gone. No, but your first time on stage was doing improv, no?
No, that was basically these guys. The whose line is it anyway? Guys were here. I was
Huh.
just in the audience, so I was volunteering for all their rounds. They kept ignoring me. Then I stood on my chair and jumped up and down. I was so starstruck. So then they called me for that round where audience members provide sound effects to whatever situation they are playing.
Yeah.
So he's like, I opened my car door, and I was like, eh. I was very proud of myself. I sound nikala and all that. In fact, this time the guy who had come up was not making sound effects. He was too, like shy or reticent or
Yeah.
whatever. So then, just for kicks, I don't know, because I figured मेरे को जो sound आता है सब निकाल देती हूँ. So I started yelping like a dog and पता नहीं क्या क्या. So when I was getting off stage, Colin Mockery told me, like, we don't normally pick girls because girls tend to be shy, or they'll just hold the mic and not do much. He's like, you should try stand up. And that day Cheese Monkey Mafia Raghav Mandava was there.
Yeah.
So he asked me, he came, I didn't even know about stand up at that time. So he came and told me ki, "Arey, we have this open mic scene and all, come check it out." So 1 week later I checked it out, and I think the next week I went up all swag and confidence ki मैं भी बहुत अच्छी हूँ. And that day I did phenomenally well. So I thought,
Yeah.
So I to actually wish failure upon people when they are starting out, because second time I got on stage, I tanked like
Yeah.
crickets. Crickets.
Oh yeah, dude.
And so I did what every comedian did. I'm like, मैं तो ठीक थी, audience है, मैं. And every open mic I would come up with 5 to 10 minutes of fresh material कि मैं तो बर्न हूँ. अब देख साल 2 मिनट नहीं लिखा जा रहा मेरे से, पूरे लॉकडाउन में पागल हो गई हूँ मैं.
How much has your writing changed? Like your technique changed, I'm using the wrong words all over. The process of writing changed from then to now. Because I think if you could write 5 minutes every mic then, you were doing something right.
I think I wasn't actually. What happened is, over a period of time, yes, you are digging deeper, right? You are not settling for the first joke that occurs to you. That time, I used to think, "Jo मुँह से निकला मोती बरस रहे हैं." Now you also get a little harder on yourself. The audience has become more discerning. You heard a million other comics, having similar experiences, sharing jokes. You don't want to, so you want to come at it from a different angle. Or and I'm actually like people like Tandon have found their voice.
Yeah.
Right? I feel genuinely that I'm still finding my voice. Though that special genuinely was like as close to my heart as possible, because it was a life story. I'm proud of it because it wasn't just a collection of jokes. It had a story arc to it, Bachpan, it had an arc to it. And let's say, method of writing is like, because advertising dimag hai na, so I tend to think one-liners. I tend to think first, so they had to beat puns out of me like crazy. Abhish and I got along like that. They had to beat the puns out of me. So, like, Rajneesh would look like a disappointed father every time I would say a pun and go, huh? And then he'd be like,
I can imagine that also. I can completely imagine that look on Rajneesh's face.
So finally, I think now he ho gaya ki when I'm writing, I'm trying to, like, if it's an experience, then I'm trying to tell it from all angles, tell it from like a story, or just. By the way, he's looking at his face in the other camera.
I'm really looking forward to that footage.
This footage,
great.
This is you. Okay. So yeah.
I feel like this podcast will be a win if at some point he barks at his own reflection. I think that is going to be the nothing that you and I can say.
No, he won't bark.
Oh, and he has elephants on his collar also. What a cute stuff.
Yeah.
मैं एकदम पिघल जाता हूँ. मैं
हाँ.
छोटे जानवरों के सामने मैं बिल्कुल ही पिघल जाता हूँ. मतलब इंसान के हो तो भी.
Puppy dog.
Cute so.
I need to get him off me though. Oh, he's heavy, man. Huh.
Okay. हाँ. Where I to lost completely chain of track. When I see that puppy, my life, my priorities are reordained, and I don't know where to focus on anymore.
I know. This is, by the way, this is the reason my comedy career is not taking off yet. Like every time I'm writing, he'll fetch me one toy, look at me hopefully. This one.
How much more can it take off, Niti? You have a special down. You're hosting the biggest comedy hunt. Sorry, you're judging. You're one of the judges on the biggest comedy hunt in the country. और क्या चाहिए तुमको लाइफ में? और क्या इज इट नॉट इन? एक पिक्चर लिख लिया, कितना, एक ही लिखा, दो लिखा?
पिक्चर एक लिखा था, एक और लिखी हुई है, बट वो बड़े रिलक्टेंटली मैंने उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट किया. स्टोरी मेरी नहीं है. वो तेरी में तो स्टोरी, डायलॉग, स्क्रीन प्ले, एवरीथिंग वाज उमेश एंड आई. बट
दैट्स इंटेंस.
Oh God, that was real. And that also was like born in a cafe because he is a director and he wanted to write. I was never interested in writing. I'm very lazy. And then I said, story में क्या है? Story में तो अभी देख लो क्या चल रहा है. And I just spewed out a story. And it just had a beginning, middle and end. And then both of us just stared at each other and said, ये क्यों नहीं लिख लेते? So literally that's how it was born.
आई लव दिस कि ये वाली कहानियाँ ना कॉमेडियंस के साथ सबसे ज़्यादा होती है. अक्रॉस द बोर्ड, अक्रॉस इंटरव्यूज इन द वर्ल्ड एंड इन पीपल आई टॉक टू इन इंडिया, इट्स ऑलवेज कॉमेडियंस हु कम अप विद स्टफ लाइक, हाँ हम लोग वहाँ दारू पी रहे थे और फिर सोचा कि लिख लेते हैं ये शो, और फिर लिख लिया. देन बूम शिवा, 5 years later इट्स लाइक दिस ह्यूज थिंग दैट्स गोइंग ऑन.
बेस्ट पार्ट इज कि अभी लॉकडाउन में ना वो सम चैनल और दी अदर्स प्लेइंग दैट मूवी, उसके साथ जो हुआ वो किसी के साथ नहीं होना चाहिए होपफुली. बट तो मेरे को बहुत फैन लोग का गाली तक याद है अभी तक ट्विटर पे कि तेरी वजह से देखा बिकॉज वी रिस्पेक्टेड यू. सो आई नोटिस दैट द पास्ट टेंस वाजंट रियली लॉस्ट ऑन मी. अबे मैं उसको समझा रही हूँ, देयर इज मेनी अ स्लिप ट्विक्स द कप एंड द लिप. हो गया भैया, मतलब मैं सब कितनों को बोलूँ तू ड्राफ्ट 1 पढ़ मेरे स्क्रीन प्ले का.
But it's also like a process of how else do you learn how to write a movie except by writing a movie? So you're going to make bad movies. Like it's inescapable,
I still
right?
say it was not a bad movie at all. I had no romantic angle in it. I had no item numbers in it. It was an out and out tribute to Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. And so it was very much to the story beats of Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. It had the same rhythm. It was very offbeat, and that's why it was supposed to be seriously low budget and everything. And पता नहीं वो producer को second thoughts हो रहे थे, जो भी था. 35 days we shot in Delhi. खत्म हो जाता, but वो last minute they just packed up, and then every new scene the entire crew would fly to Bombay, and it got a little out of hand. So like my climax was supposed to be in a stadium. It was about the Commonwealth Games, so the games mascot was like a buffalo for me. So उसमें बहुत funny था because hero buffalo का वो पहन के घूम रहा है. And then the buffalo gets shot and like it's like udders are moving. It was very funny, man. वो सारा खत्म होके वेयर हाउस में शूट कर लिया like any other climax. So lot of compromises happened. So my dad was telling me कि ये लॉकडाउन में ना फिर से अभी प्ले कर रहे हैं वो तेरी, and you know actually it's not that bad. I'm like, Dad, I'm judging you right now. So he's like, no seriously, मैंने फिर से देखा, it has a lot going for it. So I get my positivity from my dad.
What was your dad in the army?
He retired as a major general.
Whoa, that is a high position.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm assuming that sounds, if it's 2 words then it's usually a high position.
Well, if it's a general then yes, it is
Yeah,
high
general
position.
तो high ही रहेगा, which
हाँ.
is interesting because nowhere else in life would general be a high thing. General would be a general thing.
Like a general store.
Yeah. Is it weird growing up? It's a weird thing to ask. I don't know, man, but it's just interesting to me. My parents were not disciplinarians in any sense.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the discipline was way high. I see it in you. Like the first time I did a weekend with you in Canvas, I was like, oh my God, this is a disciplined aurat. Because I'm not to imply, I'm saying this into camera, not to imply that Neeti is in any way an alcoholic, but that weekend, we bought a bottle of Old Monk and we spent the weekend slowly consuming the khamba of Old Monk. And you still woke up in the morning to go for a run or some shit. I don't know where you used to go, some exercise nonsense.
Yeah.
And Neeti's biceps are present in the room with her. You know, they are there. See, never shying away from. and then if you go into something like advertising, it is the exact opposite, right? Like there's no set work hours, there's no discipline.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
that's what I see.
My dad couldn't understand that job only. He's like, इतना क्या काम कर रही है? मतलब तू देश चला रही है, घर क्यों नहीं आ रही? There were pitches. I have spent 48 hours in the office, and he's like, but I don't understand. Advertising ऐसी क्या है कि तुम घर ही नहीं आ सकते? I couldn't explain it to him. For a Fauji, it's very difficult to understand things like that. So, and by the way, this discipline didn't exist then. उतना था कि चाहे जितना लेट घर आई हूँ, मैं सुबह टाइम से ऑफिस पहुँचती थी. Because it's just a thing. I'm a morning person. I'm very irritating to other comedians because, in fact, when I started out comedy and I was like basically flying comedians down to Delhi to perform here, I remember calling Tanmay at some 10 a.m. and he just yelled at me, man. I'm sleeping. I'm like, at 10 a.m.? Fuck, I'm a comedian. I'm like, okay, sorry. Then I was taught, don't. Hang on a second, he's going to bring down my entire setup. Hello. So,
I've learned to do that though. I am also more of a morning person. I try to wake up in the morning. वो होता है नहीं होता है, but I prefer working in the mornings. Like today, I woke up at 10 and I got so much stuff done in my day. It's breaking my heart that the dog is now further away from the setup than it was earlier, because now the chances of me seeing the dog are less.
It will keep coming back. He's playing ball with me. If you keep seeing me do this, that's me chucking the ball for him. This is his ball.
When you were doing advertising, what did you do any big campaigns that we would all know?
I was on a lot of Pepsi stuff.
Oh yes, Abhi.
Yeah, but I can't claim credit because I was one of the people on it.
Yeah.
I've done something. I launched Lipton iced tea. It had a tie-up with Pepsi. So Pepsi was giving its returnable glass bottles for Lipton to basically be marketed out of general stores and stuff.
Okay.
So that campaign I had done. I named Munch.
Huh?
Ha.
Huh? Oh my god. Oh my god. What? How is that not a huge thing you'd go around telling everybody all the time? What is wrong with you? You made the best chocolate of the fucking... Dude, that is like one of the best chocolates to have come out of India. You named Munch?
I named Munch, yes.
Dude, it's the best name.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How is this? How do I not know this?
I'm not tom-tomming it because उस time पे branding exercises used to be अच्छा मोटा-मोटा brief लेके then synonyms सोचो फिर thesaurus खोलो and then tuck Munch was one of them.
But it's perfect. It's the perfect name for the chocolate. The old
It
Munch.
is.
You would munch on it. It was oof. Oh my god, I had no idea. I freaked out on camera because of you.
And I was part of a lot of Kit Kat campaigns.
Nothing you say in this interview, I'm sorry, can top Munch. How?
Wait, I can't top it. I'll tell you how I almost got sacked once. So, okay, Pepsi was all about irreverence, right?
Yeah.
So what happened was, एक तो ना everything was life and death. Like कोई bloody outlet तुम्हें मतलब उधर एक पेप्सी फ्री मिल रहा है तो राइटर की लाइफ होल्ड पे. I remember उस दिन मैं रात के can you hear him barking? Oh, his ball is gone under now. I'll have to crawl around on all four. Can you hear the bark?
Yeah, I can hear the barking.
So give me half a sec. Let me fetch it for him. Otherwise we won't be able to talk.
It's okay.
Funny, you have the cutest little buck. Good. Oh god. You have to see this. Okay. I'm gonna try and show you my knees in frame. Can you see them?
I can. Oh, they are bruised.
Yeah, they're constantly bruised and battered because I'm crawling around on all fours fetching balls for my dog. Anyways, so I was going home and they told me, "नहीं रुक जा." This is around 9:30, 10 at night. कि there's this offer by Pepsi कि एक Pepsi की bottle के साथ एक येरा का glass free मिल रहा है.
हाँ.
So finally, I got fuck it. I had like the Yeri Pepsi, Yera glass, and I went home. वो वैसे ही छप गया.
Oh shit.
तो उसके लिए थोड़ा सा कि ये कैसी सी हेडलाइन मैं अब आई डोंट नो आई स्टिल थिंक इट वाज वेरी क्रिएटिव.
ये रही पेप्सी ये रहा ग्लास. That's proper, no? That's a great deal. See, I knew you had it when you said munch. See. Is there any do you feel like there is a method to advertising? Like, do you feel like there is a craft to it? Like, do you feel like there's some technique to it that some people just develop better than others?
There is definitely a craft to it for sure. Because I knew about mind maps way before I got to comedy because of advertising.
Yeah.
So when you couldn't come up with an idea, you would write that word down and then you draw a mind map so you could find different angles to come at it from. And people would approach an ad from its size, but I don't agree with it. Like I remember I was doing for Kelvinator, we were doing topical ads and they were 20 cc, to chotu. And I still remember because it was topical, so every week it would be like, you pick something from the news and link it with Kelvinator.
Right.
And I got my perfect opportunity. I remember Titanic had just come as a movie or something, pata nahi kya tha.
Titanic was a movie, Niti.
So, kuch tha. There was something in the news to do with Titanic, I remember.
Okay.
So, I remember making that 20cc ad with the headline saying, "Just this once, we wish there had been no ice." And Kelvinator, that's it,
Yeah.
So, it's how you capture what you capture. Like, the fact that, okay, you have one product and if you are pitching for a theme campaign to the client, you can actually pitch 4 different theme campaigns, 5 different theme campaigns, means there are those many ideas around it, right? So that's an art. That's definitely a craft.
Is it also just knowing the audience and understanding the human psyche in the sense ki it's I think it's more than that, right? Like in terms of language.
Yeah, because you need to know who your customers are. You need to know who this ad is for, who this product is for, what need is that product fulfilling in their lives.
Right.
So you find that you have, like, you can have cold headlines, but if you can have one emotion that connects with them, then it works.
Yeah, it changes everything.
Yeah, look at Avis, man. Like, they took being number 2 to a different level only.
Matlab?
So Avis was rental cars, right? And and Hertz was number 1.
Okay.
And so Avis decided to go the honest route. Like हमारे यहाँ पे तो हर ढाबा is world best ढाबा, right? But Avis actually came up with a campaign that said, "We are number 2. That's why we try harder." See, it makes so much sense. If I'm a consumer, I'll be like, हाँ, वो लोग complacent हो गए होंगे. Let me give these guys a shot.
But that's such a stand-up way of thinking of it. Like, take the honest, like, acknowledge the bomb.
Yeah.
Don't
Which
just
is what
go
comedy does, no? So much of it comedy does. So there is a lot of linking there.
हाँ, jokes नहीं चलेगा तो फिर करना ही पड़ेगा ना acknowledge bomb.
नहीं, तुम बॉम्ब भी एक्नॉलेज करोगे, तुम स्टेज पे एक्नॉलेज करोगे कि मेरे को प्रॉब्लम है, तू एक आदमी नहीं हंस रहा है, मेरे को सारी ऑडियंस दिख रही है, बट आई एम फोकस्ड ऑन यू, तू क्यों नहीं हंस रहा है? We'll be very honest.
Is that like, so there is technique to comedy and you definitely know something about it. So at least that is sorted. So all your pre-podcast claims कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता are now nonsense and therefore I can get into the technique of how you write also.
Listen, I listen to other comics talking about, 1 मिनट में 70 laughs होने चाहिए. मैं ऐसे नहीं लिखती ना, मैं ऐसे सोच सकती हूँ, मेरे से नहीं होता ऐसे.
हाँ, that's cool. See, that's the I think there is one school of thought which is like a very technical school of thought which usually dominates these conversations, which I don't think is the right way to go about it, because even people who are technical like me are you're doing the same things. You're just not breaking it down in terms of process. And just knowing what you need to do doesn't make you funnier, unfortunately.
True.
Because I know exactly, ये इधर tension और इधर ये emphatic ये build करो लवड़ा लहसुन, but boils down to the fact कि आधी audience मेरे को घूरती ही रहती है.
हाँ, connect किया कि नहीं किया, घूम फिर के वही है.
Is it something you're actively looking out for when you're thinking of what you're writing material about, or is it always drawn out from what you're feeling first and then try to find how to relate the feeling to people.
I actually don't try to relate the feeling to people. A lot of my current material also, it's coming from my life experiences, because the truth is कि मैंने अगर experience किया और मैंने अगर feel किया है तो किसी और ने similarly feel किया होगा या सोचा होगा. Also, a lot of times, a lot of people come and say we thought it but we could never say it.
Yeah.
So कुछ तो connect है ना.
हाँ.
And
But
I don't.
you're not. But so like so the connect is the first part and then the jokes come.
I don't think of a connect, genuinely. I think of what I'm going
As
through.
in the sense, the connect to even your internal monologue, right? Like once what you're saying is in line with what you're feeling, then the jokes come into play.
हाँ. And all the jokes are coming from somewhere. अच्छा, मेरे लिए एक और problem, because I was a writer by profession and an advertising writer by profession, and I used to write funny middles for newspapers, humorous articles. So this was a challenge I was facing initially, that a lot of my comedy was written funny, not spoken funny.
Yeah.
So I would watch people, so many people, who would just get on stage, bounce around and talk to people. And I'm like, why am I sounding like a textbook? Although, initially a lot of my comedy was one-liners, because that's how I was. They were just one-liners, disconnected thoughts which I would somehow weave together. Then I watch storytellers. I look at Zakir, I look at Basi now. Like, I wish I could tell a story like that. But मेरे में patience नहीं. I like to get to the end really fast. So मैं अपना juice करके मैं सुना ही नहीं सकती. Like even if mom is telling me आज क्या हुआ, I'm like literally sitting forward saying, हाँ तो finally हुआ क्या, like, so अब ये कि इतना है कि connect जो you're talking about ना, मेरा जो अपने आप मेरे experiences चल रहे हैं, मैं उनके बारे में honestly बात करने लग जाती हूँ. Good, bad, whatever, and वो connect अपने आप आता है. So that spoken funny took me time, because मैं लिख के आ जाती थी, and then I did start saying it, but not like saying it to myself. I would talk to friends.
Yeah.
I would just start talking this concept through कि ऐसा है वैसा है वैसा है, and automatically funny lines तब आते थे, which was spoken funny.
Yeah.
So that was a big problem, and abhi bhi I still face it sometimes, where I'm more written funny than spoken funny.
I have not experienced this problem occurring. The last time I saw you was at Khushwant Singh and you were very tight. Like the set was great.
That, by the way, if you remember,
was new shit.
It was open mic for me. I had to test that material. And if you remember the content of that material, it was honest as hell. कि मेरी ego bruise हो रही है, कि मेरे को अब भी अगर कोई नहीं पहचान रहा तो साला are you living under a rock or what? वो मेरे दिल से उगाला था सारा. And people found the connect and laughed.
No, but it's also the fact that it's not even the incident, right? It's the feeling behind the incident that becomes the real denominator. कि like ये feeling of being undercut by life is there.
Correct.
Then I don't think the words around it matter anymore, because you hit it on the nail, like you hit the nail perfectly already. And
so some people have a funny premise.
Yeah.
Right, वो premise बोलते ही you start giggling in anticipation, because you know कि it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
और एक है what you're saying exactly, the feeling, So, and the world loves an underdog, so it doesn't matter. Can you imagine if an Amitabh Bachchan comes on stage and starts to talk about what he's insecure about, and it's a real human emotion? You will blow your mind, like ये और him telling you कि यार पैसे खत्म हो रहे हैं, अभिषेक खर्चे खत्म नहीं कर रहा, तुम पागल नहीं हो जाओगे हंस के?
Yeah, I think it's there's an old comedy rule कि कोई भी चीज़ को context के बाहर ले जाके वही काम करवाओ जो वो normally करती है, तो वो बहुत funny हो जाएगी. It's like the Batman rule. Okay, like Batman is only scary if you meet him in the night in an alley. वो पीछे से आया तो ही वो डरावना है. अगर तुम दोपहर को गार्डन में चल रहे हो और वो खेती बाड़ी कर रहा है तो वो इतना डरावना नहीं है.
अजीब ही लगेगा तब तो.
वो बैटरैंक से मिट्टी निकाल रहा है, फिर देखो विजुअलाइजेशन तो अपने आप ही आ जाते हैं सब.
You're talking about context. I recently did, for the Circuit Comedy Festival, I participated in a dark comedy show.
ओहो.
Which was ये dark कहाँ ये जिंदगी है. And इससे पहले मैंने कभी dark comedy की नहीं है. Okay, and suddenly I'm doing this and it went down really well. So these are like in times of death and stuff, I'm talking death and stuff, and people are going mental, and I'm like, okay, maybe context, because now I want to try it in healthier times and see if I tank or they buy it.
Next time you're in Nagpur, go and do a dark show in a venue called Bufaj.
Okay.
Bufaj is under a hospital.
Okay. Okay. Oh, the joke's coming to me right now. So
Yeah.
give me half a sec again. Ganti baji hai. And guess what? I was gonna lean forward and press the space bar for some reason. Shut up. I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Now that the lockdown semi-lifted, all the workmen are coming home together. तेरा frame freezed है, by the way. Guys, tell me about it. ओई, नहीं.
आलिम जिंदगी,
यहाँ फौजी की
जालिम।
बेटी होने का फायदा होता है.
बेरहम जीवन. I really don't think Fauji Beta Faida outweighs Fauji Beta stress.
Oh man, so that's the new stuff I'm writing about right now, but I've paused it because I don't know if it's relevant in the times of Corona. It's so annoying.
But we were talking about dark jokes.
हाँ.
Did you do any? What was the dark joke you did in the show? Tell me
There were
one.
lots.
Tell me one.
Tell you one.
Yeah.
I
Don't tell me the
started
joke, but just tell me something. Give me something, and then I'll also give you something. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं तुमसे सिर्फ jokes लेने आया.
तो ठीक है, मतलब okay, so क्या बताऊँ ये भगवान.
I know. See, the reason I'm asking you this is because a few years ago, with you and Abhijit Ganguly in the green room discussing, मैं fuck कैसे डालूँ ये वीडियो में, मेरे corporate बंद हो जाएगी. So just to understand कि a person who usually has to be that careful in her YouTube life, what does she do in her dark? What is the place
मैंने
that she
ये
goes
कहा
to?
था.
हाँ.
मैंने really doesn't sound like me at all.
You were worried about some video में some गाली or something, and how you had lost a corporate because of that. This is Gurgaon
Really?
canvas. Yeah.
I lost corporates because they saw some of my other videos about men peeing in public. They found it too edgy.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah.
And
This
I
was
remember
also
defending it to the corporate, saying what's so edgy about men peeing in public. मैं थोड़ा ना सुसु कर रही हूँ, तुम कर रही हो, और मैं तो सिर्फ उसके बारे में बात कर रही हूँ. So then they sacked me basically because I stood up for my rights and all. नहीं, थोड़ा सा edgy है हमारे लिए. Like they don't pee also. So anyway. Okay, here's some. I spoke about. I started off by saying that I'm actually a very positive person, and that I don't do dark stuff. I see positive in everything, like even female feticide. Shorter cues for me.
Oh, not bad. Not
Stuff
bad.
like that.
Yeah, I do a dark special with my twin brother Prakash. So,
Okay.
Prakash does the hour, I do the opening. And we have a bit on female feticide. Where which never goes well,
Of
except
course.
in
This
Gurgaon.
joke never did. Huh.
Yeah, because I don't think people are able to separate. People are able to separate they. So what I do in the joke now is what we do in the joke now is that we say, okay, don't think of it as a bait. So the joke is ki my friend once told me that it's so inhuman that they commit female feticide by dipping the baby in milk.
Oh God. Okay.
And Prakash at that point was quick to point out that the inhuman part in all this was killing the baby, not so much the milk. दूध तो efficiency की बात थी ना. And then he goes on to explain why it is the most efficient way to kill a baby.
Oh God.
So what helps us is to replace the baby with a watermelon. Because the visual of stabbing a watermelon multiple times is not as stressful.
This also gives a whole new context to Dudo Nahao Puto Falo.
Oh man, तो ये मुझे तो बहुत पसंद है डार्क. I think you would make a great dark comic.
I come up with one-liners which people say I'm very evil. It's fun.
Yeah, I think that's a good. Yeah, you should.
Dude,
I
I
would
did
love
a
to see
set
this.
which was just observations of me going to a funeral and watching how people are behaving. And
Yeah.
I'm getting judged for the jokes, and I'm like, but people were behaving that way. I'm just telling it on stage, dude. Like, what?
That's a weird place to be in, no? Like at least when you're an advertiser, तो बंदूक किसी और के कंधे पे से निकलने लगे शूट हो रही है.
Now you tell me, honestly बता, मैं देखो सिर्फ एक इंसिडेंट बताती हूँ, right? And I'm not even making this up, it's true, okay? Someone's granddad died, okay? So they wanted to give him a royal send-off and stuff. So they lined up the entire driveway from the gate to the pyre with rose petals. What they forgot was वो बहुत बूढ़े थे, तो उनके फ्रेंड्स भी बूढ़े होंगे. So 6 senior citizens slipped. अब देख तू हसन. तो मेरी जोक कहाँ है इसमें? मैंने सिर्फ आंखों देखा हाल बताया था. That's all. तू कितनी गुत्ती है? मैं अबे.
But I तो laughed out of excitement when you said कि उसके दोस्त भी बुढ़े हैं. I immediately went yes. If I were the comedian, I would be like, अरे यार funeral के चक्कर में और 6 बुढ़े मर गए.
नहीं, वो जोक मैंने ये की थी कि पंडित जो होता है वो बूढ़ों के फ्यूनरल पे ज्यादा एक्साइटेड होता है, क्योंकि उसको पता है ना टारगेट ऑडियंस कौन सी आ रही है. तो लाइक पैसे कम है तो क्या हुआ, एक्सपोजर बहुत अच्छा मिलेगा.
I know a couple of pandits, and they are they are 3rd generation pandits or 4th generation or 5th generation pandits. And I know about 3 or 4 who are my age. They are around 27, 28, 29 के age group में, and they are all currently practicing pandits. They do pujas and all.
Practicing pandits, okay.
Yeah, so like they have a degree. Like one of my friends is he works in some position in some investment bankers firm. He works in some nice position, and in his free time he goes to conduct puja with his dad. Yeah, right. I was just thinking कि somebody who has tasted this life, I never thought would go to that life, and vice versa. So he was just generally telling me कि यार तेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है, पर मेरे डैड का भी गिग इकोनॉमी है.
बात तो सही है.
So sometimes if the opening act is not there, you have to go. Oh man, I genuinely love this about comedy. जो interdisciplinary ऐसा यहाँ से वहाँ से हर जगह से तुम सीख के डाल सकते हो ना अपने stand up में, वो best चीज़ है इसके बारे में. Like everything you learn is applicable in some way or the other. Like you तो specifically I feel like you understand marketing in a better sense than anybody in the scene does.
Me?
Yeah, like I mean, anybody else who's not worked in an ad, like you in the same sense with like say abhi apna Neville Shah has been in the ad space for so long. He's also been a creative director. I think he's at Ogilvy. Yeah. Like so, I feel like you guys have a specific skill set, which I feel that the rest of us wouldn't have. What interests me though is the fact that maybe this is as much of a question for Neville when I call him on, but like why? Was it really necessary to leave the ad space to keep doing comedy when you left the ad space to keep doing comedy?
I didn't leave advertising for comedy. I left advertising to write for Sesame Street.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
More things uncovered.
So Sesame Street was launching in India. And I desperately wanted to stay on in advertising and also do this because I fell in love with Muppets and I fell in love with the whole. It's like writing for Muppets is a very specified science.
Yeah.
Because they are rod Muppets, they are hand Muppets, glove Muppets, they are walk around Muppets. So your script is like advertisement में तुमने बोला इसने साबुन उठाया ले लिया. But for a rod Muppet, you have to take cuts. Like पहले साबुन उठाया, then you take a cut, then you stick it onto his hand, so he's got it. Then so it's a very specialized field. And I went there. They made us write two certain educational goals. They made us write some scripts. I wrote some, and they said come. And I started to, but it had to be like 100% there. So I just took the leap. I said देखी जाएगी. And so we launched Sesame Street India. Called Gully Gully Sim Sim,
हाँ,
So
I remember
if-
Gali Gali Sim Sim.
So I wrote the title track.
No man.
Co-wrote the title track. Co-wrote
Okay.
the title track. And I have a funny Javed Akhtar story there. I'm wondering whether to tell it on this podcast.
Oh my god. Now you have to. Now you can't not tell.
So the client had initially paid Javed Akhtar ji to write the title track.
Okay.
And I remember going to his house, and while he's, I was like, wow, Javed Akhtar. Like a writer won't be that enamored about meeting an actor than
Yeah.
she would be about meeting a writer.
Yeah, and
And-
Javed Akhtar at that.
Javed Akhtar, and he's got a personality. And I remember there was some dude sitting in a corner, and he just sat there saying, "हाँ, इसका तुक लगाओ, उसका तुक लगाओ." So that guy was his rhyme master. Like, it's like how I write ABCD लिख के, and then I go dolt, bolt, colt, dolt. That guy was doing that for him. And then he gave me some opening whatever this thing song, and I had to get it past Indian clients, clients in Hong Kong, and clients in US. 3 people had to send approvals. So every
Okay.
time iska tweaking, uska tweaking, and Javed ji was traveling. So I used to be on calls with him to London, and he screamed at me, and I heard Shabana ji saying Javed. And then finally, I had a rough day, so I finally said, "Look, don't shoot the messenger, dude. I'm मेरा client जो बोल रहा है मैं बता रही हूँ." करते करते he came to Delhi. I went, last 2 lines fix कर दो types. So deliberately, with his shaking hand, he wrote the last 2 lines in Urdu
Huh.
and gave them to me. I was like, it's literally, obviously he was like pushing it, so he was like, कैसा लगा? So I looked at it and I was like, यहाँ typo लग रहा है मेरे को. मुझे क्या पता क्या था? So it was a gamble. He looked at me and he started laughing. I was holding my breath till then कि चपेट लगाएगा. But then he did something, and then eventually the client said कि no, he's not understanding the essence of the show, blah blah blah. So finally, obviously, me and my then boss wrote the
I
song
love
out
this. I
because-
love the fact कि जावेद अख्तर को नहीं समझा तो नीति को एटलीस्ट समझ में आता है, नीति लिख लेगी.
अरे because हमारा show है ना, we live, breathe and eat
Exactly.
that show.
Exactly. So that's great. I mean it in a good way. I don't mean it in a bad way, Niti. Don't get defensive.
So because we met him at a party, he used to work with our production house. He was doing, I think he was a judge on one of the reality shows. So he found me and he's like, हाँ, उस गाने का क्या हुआ? So I had enough drink in me at that time to very nonchalantly say, मैंने लिख दिया. Hence, very career limiting moves I make by talking about it openly on podcast.
See, that's the good thing about comedy. You can acknowledge.
पर ये सब सोच कितना मटेरियल बन सकता है यार.
Life in itself is full of that's the best part about this dude. यही तो हमारा कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन ही नहीं है. बेचारा ऐड वाले को तो वेट करना पड़ता है कि अगर गाड़ी का ऐड लिखना है तो गाड़ी का कंपनी पहले क्लाइंट मांगता है.
No, seriously. Actually.
You can't just go to a company and be like, hey, I want to make an ad. I used to genuinely believe you could do that, as a child growing up. I used to think if I went to a company
Idea
and
लेके
said,
जाओ. हाँ.
yeah, like, hey, I think this would be a great way to sell your product. And they would be
Yeah.
like, oh, आकाश, तेरा ही तो इंतजार था. यार,
अरे-
जावेद अख्तर को शो समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है.
But difference ये है, advertising में जब भी client idea bomb करता था, used to say, तू पागल है, तेरे को क्या पता है and all that. ये एक बार तू छाप के तो देख, तहलका मच जाएगा, तेरा प्रोडक्ट बिक जाएगा. मतलब क्लाइंट लोग वो क्या कहते हैं, कंज्यूमर लोग कपड़े फाड़ लेंगे. तू बेवकूफ है, तेरे को कोई आइडिया नहीं है, राइट?
हाँ.
Comedy में that veneer is removed. Direct you're going to client or like to the audience. आप बोलो.
और फिर रियलाइज होता है कि क्यों इतने सारे पहले आइडिया शूट डाउन हुआ करते थे. बाप रे बाप.
अरे बाबा.
But I feel like वही तो अपना काम है, right? Like you have to be not afraid of embarrassing yourself. I think that is one thing that I genuinely like about you as a person off stage also. Like you're so chilled out, like your willingness and your general, you know what I mean? Like green rooms used to be very stressful. I remember the first 5 videos I shot in 2017. You were hosting through most of that weekend.
Yeah.
The last video that came out of that batch has your voice at the end saying that was please give a huge round of applause for Akash Mehta.
Favorite last. And you watch, if you watch videos carefully, you will hear my laugh in most of them. Because that's a bad memory, but forget bad memory, I laugh equally hard at the same joke again. So
Yeah.
people are like, तू audience में बैठ, because मैं तो and it's not fake, it's genuine. What do I do? मुझे आती
Yeah,
है
no,
ऐसे।
I completely relate to this feeling. I fucking love jokes, dude. तो कभी कभी सेम जोक 50 बार भी मैं तो हंसूंगा.
I तो
मैं तो-
wait anticipation में हंसने लग जाती हूँ मैं, क्या करूँ मैं?
मैं तो खुद के जोक्स पे भी हंस देता हूँ. मुझे कोई शर्म ही नहीं है. मैं हंसने ही आया हूँ.
Exactly. And as for being chilled out, I think the harder I try not to make an ass of myself, I fail harder. So I give up only. Like, ठीक है, चलेगा.
One of the fun things I like to ask people after I meet them after a while, which is something I asked you in Delhi, and you got very confused at the question. Because this is what I love about this episode. You don't remember jack shit. I asked you, और नीति शादी का कोई plan, and you were really confused. Because I think now I realize in your head even you were thinking that maybe you got a divorce and forgot.
It's possible. It is possible. मैं कुछ भी कर सकती है, मैं बता रही हूँ.
Was it a conscious decision to get married, or was it like advertising? कि हो गया होते होते.
I was forced. मेरी आवाज सुनो, मेरा बाल विवाह हुआ था. I was forced. I said no 3 बारी, किसी ने नहीं सुना.
How old were you?
मैं नहीं बता रही.
Holy shit! Come
Can't
on.
get judged. नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं बताऊंगी.
But
This is
so how did you
very
meet? Was it a fixed marriage? Was it an arranged marriage?
Full on. मेरा शो नहीं देखा मतलब तूने.
Oh shit! Yeah, no. Listen, I forget things for other reasons which you are aware of. For substances that you don't partake in. Now that is not my fault.
हाँ. I had gone. I still
Plus,
remember.
I feel like having the conversation. The problem with telling a story on stage is that I can't ask you questions in between.
That's true.
Which is why I feel like even if you covered it in a bit, it's way better explored.
अरे नहीं, seriously, what I've spoken in the special is absolutely true. मैं तो वो चाइनीज खाने गई थी, मुझे नहीं पता था लड़का देखने वाला सिचुएशन चल रहा है वहाँ पे. Like I said, मैं मेन्यू देख रही थी, वो मुझे देख रहा था.
And there was how many? You are how many siblings? 3, 2, just 2.
Just भाई.
Just 2.
हाँ.
So your brother was already married then.
No.
No, he was not married. So
No.
मतलब इतना blind side कर दिया आपको.
Ari, he also did not, because I had come to Delhi at that time. Dad was posted in Pune then. I had come on a college trip of my this thing. And I was doing like something, and Mamu called me for dinner, and I went, and it was just one of those situations. My life's ambition used to be a travel journalist. So I used to take my brother's bike and head off, because Pune में पीछे सिंहगढ़ होता था. I used to head off to the hills. I made friends with the Khirewala and all that stuff. So parents were like, ये तो भाग जाएगी, which was very true. मैं भाग जाती genuinely. लड़के के साथ नहीं भागती, मैं एक कुत्ता और एक बाइक के साथ भाग जाती.
हाँ.
तो
So this was like and he was in on. He knew he was coming to see you for marriage.
Because the first question he figured he's that way very astute. Yeah, then I don't know what happens to men after marriage, but he could read me like that. Like, you know, because suddenly when I did realize what the situation was, tab tak I was all putter. If I'm chatty now, imagine what I was doing. And suddenly I'm like, uh-oh. So I just froze. और तब तो मैं दारू भी नहीं पीती थी. I completely froze. I'm like, ये क्या हो गया? He sensed. So he's like, चल, let's go down for a walk and all that. मैं कहा, good. मैं नीचे जाके इसको सब बोल देंगी. नीचे गई, and his first question, I still remember, he's wearing blazer and मोटा चश्मा, like, so looking to get married, young lady. मेरे को तो वो वाला feeling आया back in principal's office.
कितने साल का गैप है?
वो भी नहीं बताऊंगी.
Okay, ठीक है.
So I basically told him कि मुझे नहीं करनी, I've been tricked, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता. So in his head he's thinking तो मेरी लाइफ क्यों खराब करनी आई है तू यहाँ.
Is it my brother and my bhabhi got married early-ish, 24-25 types, and they had the unique experience that I will never have, which is of growing up when
together.
married.
हाँ.
Yeah.
So in my case, I don't think he married me. I think he adopted me. So, because you will not, I swear it is so annoying that in the middle of when I'm trying to take a stand and मैं वैसे normally बहुत chill out हूँ, मैं लड़ाई झगड़े कम ही करती हूँ, also because he doesn't respond only. So how long can you yell at a wall, right? So when I finally take a stand for myself and I'm like, this is it, you have to, like, I'm an individual and I have opinions.
Yeah.
I end up saying अब मैं बड़ी हो गई हूँ and then I get frustrated कि ये क्या कह रही है. I defeat my own cause. See, मेरे को दुश्मनों की जरूरत है ही नहीं. मेरे दुश्मन बहुत कम है क्योंकि मैं खुद की दुश्मन हूँ. No one can ace it.
Oh man, I'm so sorry this happens to you, dude. This sounds terrible. अब मैं बड़ी, this is the worst. But this is a very unique way to grow up. Is when you're the only one growing up in a marriage
Yeah. I think he was born mature. I'm quite sure when he came out of his mother's womb, he went, Wah. I say, Wah. Like I can visualize it. He's just always so controlled and so in command, and like it's very depressing.
Do you guys do things together? Do you have other activities that you enjoy doing with one another?
He started me drinking. So
Okay.
now I've surpassed him.
That's because you're younger, Neeti. Your body can handle it better.
We travel. We used to travel. Every year we'd go somewhere. Both love traveling.
Ah,
Lot of
okay.
that
So
would happen.
that is good. Now I don't know how you manage it. With this schedule of traveling, I don't know whether he gets a say in where you go.
Dude, that's the irony, like 2 साल से I have not taken a vacation because पहले वो shoot आ गया, फिर then there were other commitments, then
Yeah.
shows lined up थे, and I said बस इसके बाद break ले लूँगी. Now Comicstan was scheduled for shoot 3, set was up. I said right after it, I don't care, it's busy season, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
तो हमने स्पेन देखा था इस बार कि हम स्पेन जाएंगे. Now both of us are like नहीं.
Next trip will be to Arunachal or something.
हाँ, अभी इंडिया एक्सप्लोर करेंगे.
Do you feel like there's I don't know how to, I don't want to be that guy who calls a person in a podcast and says, how is it to be female in comedy? But I want to say it in a sense ki you started after you were married, right?
Yeah.
And is it a conversation? Is it different? Like for me, it's like whenever I've been dating someone and I'm talking about them on stage, I have to condition them almost from the
Correct.
minute I meet them. Ki I do this for a living. You will be
Right.
spoken about if you are a permanent fixture in my life.
Right.
It's a compliment. It's not me making fun of you. It's saying you're important to me. Was that a conversation you had to have, or was it just understood?
No. In fact, my early comedy didn't talk about him at all. So I don't know, I automatically assumed that he wouldn't like it. Also, I was a little more raw and irreverent and whatever, etc. Then over a period of time, I started to talk a little bit more about myself and my experiences and my life. And then I finally kind of broached it with him saying, dude, for my special, I've spoken on a lot of personal stuff, a lot of it. And honestly, he's very chilled out. He was like, yeah, no problem and all that. I was like, wow, okay. And then my worry was the in-laws, ki bhaiya,
Yeah.
So he's like, dude, go ahead. So
Yeah.
I'm like, ठीक है फिर. And then my logic was, जो लोग नहीं बात करेंगे मुझसे तो ठीक है. And they're not proud of me. What to do? So, life it's as simple as you make it.
Yeah, but
actually.
it's simple. That's very interesting that you say that. Life is as simple as you make it. But I
Which
feel
is
like
true.
then how do you handle things when in such a situation where you have clearly not made any situation going on around you, where you have no say?
Right now is like, man. But let me tell you this one incident. So I talk about childlessness and koi good news hai and all that, and I talk about all the ridiculous things that are done to the girl in order to make sure she has a baby or whatever, like godi mein 2 phal rakh diye, that kind of shit. So I was doing that in a club in Gurgaon, and that set of relatives decided to surprise me, and they showed up. And they knew exactly who I was talking about.
Oh shit.
So before that, they were like, "Hi, how you?" and all that. After the show, they were like, "Oh, nice," and then they just came.
Wait, you knowingly did the joke?
Yeah.
What a dick move, dude. You have so much material. Why you had to rub it in their face?
Because they did it. मैं अपनी फीलिंग्स का भी तो बखान करूं कहीं पे जाके.
What a irreverence. हाँ, पर उनके सामने.
They hadn't done it, but their बड़ा बहन or whatever.
Yeah, I get it. But it's just intense. Once my mom and dad had brought their friends and my aunt and uncle to the show. And their aunt and uncle, my uncle was very embarrassed. Not at me doing it, but at the fact that such comedy is done. My aunt lost her mind. Like, she was converted. She found Jesus. She lost it. Like, she just said, like, she was like that, you know, वो बच्चे कैसे react करते हैं तुमको देख के, वैसे she was reacting. And then she turned like a whisper and said, "Can stage पे come photo, stage background." I was like, yeah, we can go to the stage and do.
Oh, by the way, I do want to address the female comedian angle.
Please, you don't have to. But
no,
sure.
because I'll tell you what, recently it came up in a conversation and I managed to say something and I was like, this is what I've been feeling. You know, it was literally that. I don't have a problem being called a female comedian. हूँ तो हूँ, क्या करूँ, right? But एक वो यार albatross बन जाता है गले में, you know. Like, I've said this before, that when you're in a lineup show, right?
Yeah.
And there's say 4 boys and there's one of you.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you happen to tank that day, people don't say that, oh, you know, that comic wasn't so good. They say,
oh, well, ye female
all women
comedians
suck. All women suck. So I'm like, I feel for my entire gender, which is very heavy. तुम सीधे बोल दो कि मैं गंदी थी. I don't mind. मैं थी तो थी ना गंदी. But ये तो मत बोलो कि पूरी females ऐसी है. Now I'm being repeatedly tagged by some idiots on all female comedians only talk about blah blah blah. भाई तूने मेरा special देखा है? नहीं देखा ना तो. And more importantly, even if they do, that's their life. Why is it wrong to talk about what you experience? Who made the rules here? Right? Yeah. It annoys the shit out of me that, you know, how people just witch hunt you. So the problem that I don't like about myself right now is a lot of times I am not chilled out because for me the fear of failure is harder to take. Like, you know, it's like I can't be loose and get on stage and just make a complete ass of myself and say, ha, it's been me, Nidhi Palta. It's literally like, it's been me, female comedian, sorry on behalf of all female comedians. It feels really upsetting.
But do you feel like if internally you negate that fear, then the confidence will override? Like, because
that's how only I broke out. Beginning I remember, like when we were starting out, there were no female comics. Delhi में तो कोई भी नहीं था. Bombay में अदिति थी. So every time I would get on stage, there would be silence. They would spend the first 6 minutes just getting over my gender only. The next 5 used to be spent on scanning कि क्या पहना है, कैसी है, कैसे बोल रही है, कैसे, like register ही नहीं होता था कि मुंह से भी कुछ निकल रहा है.
हाँ.
You know, तो and I wasn't angry. Honest to God, I didn't think I was doing anything special till journalists started asking me that. I'm like, but I'm funny, I'm telling jokes. Why is that so unusual? Like, genuinely नहीं लगता था. अभी भी नहीं लगता मुझे तो, honestly. And I remember a lot of guys presented their theories to me on blah blah, and it really messed with my head. So I went through a very low phase initially, and then I was like, yeah. And then I just started, like, I used to wear like the loosest of t-shirts or clothes so that, you know, I would look like one of them. Then I said, but why? I am not one of them. So क्या problem है? तो ठीक है.
Yeah, I think that's
जहाँ खेल सकूँ मैं अपना वुमन कार्ड खेलूंगी, मेरे को जो कुदरत ने दिया क्यों ना करूँ मैं यूज.
That's another interesting point of view. Like, you know, it's like if you're a comedian who can sing, you would be an idiot not to sing.
Exactly.
So, like, how is it that different? You know, because both are virtually genetics, and to say that being a woman is not hard work is stupid. उतना ही मेहनत है जितना गाना सीखने में, उससे कहीं ज़्यादा मेहनत है गाना सीखने से, क्योंकि गाना सीखने को तो तुम्हें सिर्फ क्लासेस में जाना है. औरत तो तुम्हें 24 घंटा होना पड़ता है.
नहीं, मैं इट हेल्प्स दैट आई एम अ टॉमबॉय, तो मैं भूल जाती हूँ बीच बीच में मैं औरत हूँ. जैसे अब हम इम्प्रोव शोज कर रहे हैं, जैसे अभी वी वर रिहर्सिंग and you know, like we are doing a round of the most inappropriate thing to say. Out of the 3 boys and me, I was the one saying the most inappropriate thing because this time the tables have turned. The boys are worried, यार हम sexist लगेंगे, हम sexist लगेंगे. मैं खुले में डर लग गया. तो मेरे को किसी ने वो, तू पिछले जन्म में ना वो जो नुक्कड़ पे लड़कियां छेड़ते थे, तू वो था.
Did you so wait, so Sesame Street was going on, you did comedy while you were writing at Sesame Street? You started?
Yeah, basically every season there'd be a break.
Yeah.
So after season 5 there was a break when I attended this Colin Mockery Brad Sherwood show.
So you were 5 years into TV already.
4 and a half years because it was 5 seasons, so whatever. And then I did not sign back on. In any case, there was a doubt whether this show will get signed on or not.
Right.
So I just got into comedy, and then I didn't want to go back for, I don't even remember what reasons. I was like, okay, कुछ और try करते हैं अब.
And you were producing also initially, so that also must have kept you busy.
I started freelancing, so I remember writing, and it was a very fascinating series for, you know, these small town kids who are struggling. They're at that age, you know, 15, when they need to start thinking profession because they need to support household. So they have to balance that with education. So this was a cast of kids around that age belonging to that strata, and it was like a, I don't know, 13 episode series that I wrote.
Oh, that's great.
And I learned on the job, you know. For me, I've been a town girl or an army kid or whatever. To see life from that perspective was interesting.
Yeah, I had a very moving experience when I was working with this one production house. I was just doing everything for them. Music bhi main aur ye bhi main, wo bhi main types. So we were working on this show which was a talent hunt in Chhattisgarh.
Okay.
In Bastar specifically. And they were trying to get kids from Naxal based villages with specific talents and get them scholarships in places.
Okay.
And one of the days we had a video chat going on. This is 2011, 12 types, 13 maybe I think. So मतलब internet तब का. But just that visual, no, of like these people walking along a path and not even taking one step off the path because they know that this step off the path is probably could be landmine. You don't know what's going on.
Oh God.
It's like this. Like and this is how you go to school every day. कि like you know कि ये रास्ते पे ना महेश फट गया था तो ये रास्ते से जाएंगे हम. Like how and it's your everyday. It's a
part of their life. For us,
Yeah.
it's shocking, but they are talking like ये रोज का है, जैसे यहाँ चम्मच गिर गया था. It's
Yeah.
literally that.
And I think that's where I am generally somebody who really is a big proponent of gratefulness in life. Because I feel like that's the best way to beat your depression is to just realize how much you have going for you.
That is
I don't know. This is not a question. This just became an aside and a reflection point. I'm sorry. I don't know if you expected there to be a question at the end of this sentence.
No, I didn't. I was enjoying listening for a change.
I really enjoy listening to you talk, dude. I'm telling you, if it weren't for you, I would not have gotten 5 videos out of that weekend.
Really?
Yeah, because I was generally very anxious when it came to green rooms. I had very bad. If you remember, this is 2015 is probably peak bitching
Toxic.
season in comedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was very toxic.
yeah, it was very toxic.
Yeah. I remember the number of times that I would sit in the sound console and not be in the green room because I didn't want to be like I'm like नहीं मेरे को stage पे जाना है, मेरे को खुश होना है, I don't want to be part of this. It's always helped that I've been in Delhi, so because they've somehow not always, I've never been really part of the gangs, so I'm like okay. And I barely ever follow up on social media anyway. अब जाके थोड़ा connected हूँ, नहीं तो मुझे पता ही नहीं किसकी लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है. लाइक आज जयराम जी की सब सही है.
मैंने तो सबको अनफॉलो कर दिया, dude. I followed everyone for a month and then I realized ये करने लायक ही नहीं है, dude. Like ये तो डिप्रेस ही कर देगा, तुम कितना भी ट्राई करो.
See, it helps to have a bad memory.
But genuinely, you know, that weekend I was stressed out, and you know, if you were a new person getting into the green room at that time, people were and constantly trying to pull you here, pull you there, say this, talk about everyone. You would hear bitching out. जैसे एक जन रूम से निकले उसका भी bitching continue हो जाता था.
हाँ.
And that weekend was magic. That weekend had Nishant Tanwar, it had Vipul Goyal, it had you.
Oh, the conversations.
Best. It was the best.
And the old monk. Oh.
It was dhanya ho gaya, dude. Like I still attribute that, and it's amazing how people say that female comics are very sidey in comedy, but like all my biggest moments have been ushered in and out by female comics. Like the first time I won an open mic at Canvas, Aditi was hosting.
Okay.
The first time I recorded videos at Canvas, you were hosting. So it's like all of these have been significantly large events where there has been a strong woman who has been like, Akash, tu kar dega. And I'm like, There's a question I asked Aditi, which I like to ask at least the female comics that I know who are you're a fit person, and you share some of that fitness stuff also on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, I don't know how, I mean, this is not a question, it's just that I've noticed that the male gaze is there and it's quite heavy. I was talking to Sonali also कि उसका audience is some 70% male or some 75% male. Do you find that kind of gender disparity in the audience on your Instagram and everywhere as well?
Insta, yes. I mean, if I go and look in the insights and all that, yes, it's there. What's amazing is that it's 19-year-olds who are sending me marriage proposals.
Hilarious.
And some of them were so sweet. Like, I know you are too old for me, but. So I'm like, अब thank you बोलूँ, ouch बोलूँ, क्या बोलूँ?
Man, that's definitely a sweet thing because उसने स्पेशल देखा और स्पेशल में तुमने बोला कि तुम शादीशुदा हो, फिर भी
हाँ, वो सच्चा प्यार है according to me.
I've had
Insta has been kinder to me than other social media, I think. Facebook भी ठीक है, अब तो मम्मी डैडी वाला है, but just so weird. And बीच में I've seen like Insta पे भी अगर कोई ट्रोल मारता है तो पहले 50 लोग और उस पे चढ़ जाते, तो मुझे रिस्पॉन्ड करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती.
Insta काफी woke है वैसे.
Insta is more woke that way somewhere.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
had a
definitely the
slew
case.
of people following. Oh my god! Oh, especially after that Zakir Khan roast leaked out. Leaked तो क्या basically because it was done ages back. It was done as part of a show called Fight Comic.
Yeah.
It was taken out of context and plonked because Zakir was famous.
Yeah.
So it was there. The intent behind putting that on, I doubt it.
Yeah.
And even Zakir, like, the intent was not right, I think. And I didn't even know what happened, but suddenly all my YouTube comment section started going nuts.
Yeah.
From death threats to rape threats to ये कर देंगे तेरी माँ को वो कर देंगे. मैं मम्मी कहाँ से आई बीच में, सब कुछ कर करके, and I'm like, हो क्या रहा है, मेरे को तो समझ ही नहीं आया. Then my mom sends me screenshots because her friend sent her screenshots. So इतना हुआ कि जाकिर का फोन आ गया कि आप ठीक हो क्या? So I'm like, आपके फैंस हैं, जब तो गोरखपुर से टिकट करा के आएंगे, कट्टे के पैसे नहीं बचेंगे, तो all good. And they don't understand, because Zakir, I mean, I love him dearly, right? We have a history.
Yeah.
And so Comic Star, I was happy he was there because, I was the outsider.
Yeah.
He's the one who made me feel like, because they can't help it. Everyone was nice. All the judges were nice. But, they have their equations. They hang out socially. Of course, I'm the outsider.
Yeah.
But with Zakir, I felt very much at home. So when we put out our photos and all, अच्छा अब सुलह हो गई, भाई आपका दिल बड़ा है, इसको आपने माफ कर दिया. मैं कहा, what is wrong with people?
वो उनके दिमाग के इंटरनल मोनोलॉग में ही है वो लोग.
हे भगवान. और बाकी सारे लगे हुए, भाई पिघलना मत, भाई शक्ति, भाई पिघलना मत. मैं डिसाइड कर रहा, इधर जाओ या उधर जाओ.
I think I was talking to Tanmay in the last episode and he said something which I found was very interesting, which I think explains, like, now after that, hearing that, I don't get as mad anymore in life, which is ki everybody just wants their comment to be the top comment. Everybody says things so that people like their comment. They don't care about what they're saying anymore. It's just
मेरे comment को कितना likes मिला.
हाँ, so
And
they
it's
will say
very
whatever
funny.
they can.
It's true, you know, something like someone like, okay, occasionally when I'm bored and I'm lonely, I might respond to a troll. So if I'm feeling vela ki chal theek hai, मजे लेते टाइप. So otherwise I never ever respond. So now this guy had written something very unreasonable, very weird. So I don't even remember what it was, and I remember basically responding saying kya scene hai. Like I didn't say that, but the essence of my response was what's up types. Immediate reaction. Oh, I'm a big fan, ma'am. Can't believe you responded to me. And then men think women are confusing. Ab batao.
अरे trolls are most confusing. They just don't know how to get your attention any other way. You know, we have recorded quite a bit. I think we have a lot to talk. We've had a lot to talk about in this podcast. But I don't want to leave you without telling one story, which is an infamous Niti Patla story that gets told and retold.
Which one?
So you and Raghav Mandava went to Rajasthan for a show.
Who told you that story?
I have my sources. See, I know all your friends. In fact, all of this has been a lie. Me and your husband have planned this podcast out. The next question after this is what happened that day in Shimla, Niti? But what I know the basics of this story, but I really want to hear it from your, because you know this is same with Abhijit getting stabbed at Potbelly story. You know, by the time it reaches the masses, it becomes Abhijit got stabbed in the eye. So
ouch, okay.
So unless the true version of the story is that you threw burning hot oil off a castle, I want to hear the original version of this story.
Okay, so we went to Udaipur, early days of comedy, one of our early corporate gigs, and for once
Why
remember,
corporate?
Because corporate, no, it's not like a private, it's not like a ticketed, it's a corporate gig, right?
Okay.
And we go there, and obviously हमारी औकात पता है क्योंकि हमें different hotel में ठहराया गया. Client was in a different hotel. ठीक है जी. अब briefing के time पे I was there, so I know Raghav wasn't lying. वो वैसे भी झूठ नहीं बोलता लड़का, but client ने clearly बोला, we are all adults here, be free to do comedy. तब तक that's why corporate, because corporate used to always say ना, nothing religious, nothing political,
right.
Nothing below the belt, the corporate mantra. ठीक है. So हमने कहा ठीक है, and the order was that Raghav will go on, I'll follow, and then Samir Myra used to do funny Irish songs on his guitar. That's how we'll sign. Cool. Raghav goes on, and that time Raghav, as early young comics, all of us had dirty jokes. So, oh wow, my story is so fascinating. Thanks.
No, it's just lack of oxygen, Niti. Don't worry.
So basically, Raghav went on stage and he did something, and I still remember he was talking about Kama Sutra, and if he was in Kama Sutra, he would be the guy jerking off in the corner. Like, it was a funny joke. But kuch kaha, and suddenly, and I'm standing on the side of the stage in that hotel, and suddenly I can see Raghav's slightly panicked look like, okay, and now bring you Niti Pata. And I knew that wasn't his last joke, so I couldn't understand jaldi kyun la raha hai. I go there and the place is empty. That banquet room is like 4 people there, and people are looking angry and upset. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, kuch ho gaya types, and then he just whispered saying, dude, clean, keep it clean. This is just from here to the stage. I've had to change my set, and tab material kitna hai. So I did some jokes I used to have about if if Spider-Man was in India, तो कैसा
Lovely.
superhero होता,
Of
क्या
course.
face करना पड़ता, that
Of
kind of
course.
stuff.
Codified
So,
corporate material.
हाँ, मतलब वही like सुपरमैन होता तो लोग बोल देते बेटा लड़की देखने आ रही है, जा फटाफट उड़ के गर्मा गर्म समोसे ले, whatever.
हाँ.
So stuff like that I was doing, and started connecting with these people. People started coming back, and then I did some of my male bashing jokes as they say, and फिर से कुछ हो गया वहाँ पे, but more or less they were in. Then finally Samir Myra steps on, and he's singing, and these guys अंग्रेजी गाने and क्या गा रहा है, they weren't getting it. So that poor guy, to save the show, was finally singing नीले नीले अंबर पे, and people are dancing around it, right? So उसके बाद इतना ज़्यादा मतलब वॉक ऑफ शेम हो गया कि इतना they hated us that we were not even allowed to eat with them. We were not allowed to talk to them. Some of them wanted to talk to us. No, we were paraded out side से और किचन के रास्ते से हमें होटल से बाहर निकाल दिया कि कहीं और जाके खाओ टाइप्स. लाइक किसी कोने वाली टेबल पे खिलाया हमें और बाहर फेंक दिया कि वापस जाओ होटल. ओके, सो spirits low, we go back to our rooms. And this was that type of हवेली type of room जो ऐसे वाला होता है. Not the hotel door that you shut in, it locks.
Right.
अब मैं सो रही हूँ 2:30 बजे के करीब, my phone rings and Raghav's calling and I'm like upset because I was like मैं इतनी थकी हुई थी, मैं वैसे ही सो गई थी. Like dude, is your door locked? So I'm like, I don't know. So I was like, yeah, why? So he's like, no, someone's trying to, something's happening. And then I suddenly register there's a lot of thumping and shouting happening on doors. And I'm like, talk, दिल्ली वालों बाहर निकलो, टांगे तोड़ देंगे, तुम्हें मार डालेंगे आज. Yelling is happening. I'm like, okay. And then I see my door open, like the handle turn. And the door starts to open. So I'm like, shit, ये तो lock ही नहीं हुआ. So I threw myself physically and locked it.
Yeah.
And then obviously like I don't know what's going on. So Raghav and I are on the phone and people are going nuts and he's like, I don't know what's happening. But they've apparently beaten up the receptionist fellow who was a young kid anyway.
Okay.
And Raghav's room was facing the front of the hotel. So like they're on bikes and they've got rods and all. So I'm like, इतनी गंदी कॉमेडी की पिटाई हो गई तो मतलब मेरी ईगो और ब्रूज हो रही थी. So but couldn't think what to do. So I don't know what happened to me. I started yelling. 2:30 बजे लड़की का दरवाजा कौन खटखटा रहा है? Like I said, जब खेलूंगी चीखने लग गई मैं जोर से. कौन है ये वो, पुलिस बचाओ. Like so suddenly there's silence. And then there's hushed whispering happening and then running footsteps. So okay, Raghav was like, what happened? So I don't know, I just shouted. So he's like, listen, just whatever you do, just pack and come to my room. I'll feel safer if all of us are in one room.
Yeah.
Because he was feeling a little, protective for me कि भैया मेरा दरवाजा तोड़ के आ जाएगी तो. I don't know how, when, because that had carried on for some time.
I'm sorry, but I feel like you have way better shot in a fight than Raghav does. I'm going to go out on record and say, Raghav Mandava, if you ever see this and you are in a situation, you need to run to Neeti. Run and cower behind her. Not to say that I am the one who can beat you up, but there are people in the world who can beat you up and they cannot beat Neeti.
I don't want to put that to test, but so he's watching out. He's saying, they've left, you come. So I've packed my bags and all. I'm thumping on his door. He opens the door. I have like my little satchel in one hand and I have an electric kettle in another hand. So he's like, ye kya? I don't know when this happened, what happened. This was my panic response. I don't know when. Like, I was holding a kettle of boiling water.
Yeah.
So in all this melee, my army genes had said, if I go down, I'm not going down without a fight. So I had boiled water. Ki first fucker to come in is gonna get his andas boiled.
Yeah.
So, and Raghu was like, oh, presence of mind. And I didn't have the heart to tell him that I don't even know when I did it.
See, that's boot camp training though, bro. You don't think, you just do.
I had cast about for weapons. This is the only thing I could come up with. So
That's amazing. Not quite the boiling hot oil, but it's definitely a liquid.
Hey, close enough, huh?
Of course. This is very close. I see how I managed to make it oil by listening to water.
But I have to sign off this story and tell you that later, first we went very tense. Usi time we left for the airport, and that time Udaipur airport was like, but we were feeling happy that at least there's security personnel there and nobody will come beat us up. We flew in terror. And I wouldn't even tell people at home what had happened because I was like, abhi comedy career yahi khatam kar denge. As it is, parents feel ki it's unsafe. Ab ye bolungi to aur chapa. So I'm like a little like, okay, I'm not telling them, I'm acting like everything's normal. Then Raghav calls me. Apparently, the buggers were after the events people. Because रात को टल्ली होके इवेंट टीम में से किसी ने उनकी किसी बंदी को छेड़ दिया था.
Ah.
So our comedy wasn't that bad. It was bad, but redeeming factor.
Oh no, misguided.
Yeah, but at that point, had they broken down the door, had they broken down Raghav, they were drunk. They're not going to see कौन है, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The reason they ran was because the woman spoke. लड़की को मारने तो आए नहीं थे वो.
Yeah.
So suddenly they were like, मुझे लगता है हमने रिसेप्शनिस्ट से पूछा दिल्ली वाले कहाँ हैं, तो उसने हमारे रूम भेज दिया.
हाँ. Oh man.
Basically, that was the.
Oh man. Just to live and do comedy in the frontiers of India, that is Rajasthan and Delhi.
Yeah, and then when someone said, "You comedians have it easy, बेटा, हमने क्या क्या देखा है." I've had Uncle G's harrowing hands on me. Like I'm talking about CEOs of company.
अरे यार ये तो
It used to help to do gigs with Amit Tandon then, because he was my daddy, right? Like not in that way, but in that way. So like, he would like. So I don't know. I'm eating. एक तो मुझे खाना दिख जाए, मुझे और कुछ सूझता नहीं, मैं खा रही हूँ. This guy is doing something, and I'm like, okay, he likes my show. Like I'm not कि छुआ तो छेड़ा. मैं वैसे. And I'm sorry, but I really genuinely thought इतना बुड्ढा है कि हाथ ऐसे हिलता होगा types.
हाँ.
So Amit is like, वो तेरे को फेरे जा रहा है हाथ, तू खाना खाए जा रही है. I'm like, oh shit, वो मुझे छेड़ रहा था. I'm so sorry. मैं को मार के हूँ बुड्ढे को. नहीं तू कमरे में चल अब. This is early days of comedy, man.
Oh God. ग्रोप तो बहुत भाई, मैं तो सेल्फीज के वक्त तो इतना ग्रोप हुआ हूँ ना मैं.
हाँ.
सवाल ही नहीं है. Oh man, men, women, everybody groups. I don't know why.
See, women don't have a sense of body space. Because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. They'll to hold you, hug you. One lady is kissing me and I'm like, yeah, and you can't be offended because they don't mean it like that.
No, मैं तो चिल्ला देता हूँ. मैं पूछ के लगाओ यार हाथ. इतना सारा तो सिखाया अभी सब लोग को कि पूछ के करो सब चीजें, तो मेरे को भी पूछ के लगाओ.
भैया, after all this, I make sure whenever there's a selfie happening, I'm standing like this ताकि मुझे कोई ना कह दे. वैसे ही बॉयकट है, साला कोई मान लेगा कि इसने कुछ किया. मैं ऐसे सारे फ्रेम में मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया जी.
I think this is good. I think we have a podcast episode here.
And we managed it one sitting despite the technical errors.
Yes, despite the dog, despite all the things. I'm glad, and it was not as bad as trying to teach my parents how to use this. Yeah, it was much smoother. Please don't tell people that.
I shouldn't tell people that, right?
Yeah, don't start believing your age yourself.
तो देख, ये मेरी वो है. This is my little चाल. That पहले से लोगों की expectation इतनी low कर दो that उससे थोड़ा सा भी ऊपर करूँ, they're like, वाह, it's better than going there. You know what I'm saying?
You are made for comedy.
You learn this as a bahu of a household. ना मेरे से कोई कुछ expect ही नहीं करता. सब सही है.
हाँ, you should have did you show up in an Enfield with a knife the first time you met them? Just be like, fucking, कौन बोला इधर बहू बिहू नहीं मांगता है मेरे को.
No, my problem was my Ozar was sarcasm. So half the time, I'm telling you, I would have had the world's best trained dogs if sarcasm wasn't lost on dogs. So anytime anything would happen, like I still remember this Buaji first dinner we threw at home after Shadi. She comes home. I've done some efforts around the house because I was told I have to do efforts around the house. And she goes, जब से आई है आज तो बाथरूम जाने का स्वाद आ गया. तो I तो choked and died and laughed. क्या? मेरे में टैग तो था नहीं. अब भी बड़ा मुश्किल से आया है. So they're like, they don't expect much from me, which I can gleefully meet. Low expectations.
Hey man, you've overperformed on this podcast. Thank you so much for being on. It was great. Thank you so much. If we want to follow you on the internet, what would be the most immediate way to do so?
Instagram @NitiPalta.
Right, that's a good thing, no? What is Niti Palta is not your maiden name, no?
It is my maiden name.
Oh, you just use your maiden name on stage.
Yeah,
you end up
सब
changing
कुछ
it.
जबरदस्ती कर रहे हो मेरे साथ. कुछ तो अपना रखूंगी ना मैं.
Awesome, you can.
That's why I get irritated when someone calls me Mrs. Palta. I'm like, that's my mom, dude. Like, I'm Miss Niti Palta.
Thank you so much for being on this Miss Niti Palta. Take care. Thank you. If you're watching this at home or listening to this, at no point did we take a break in this podcast because it just kind of flowed so nicely. So don't mind the abrupt break. Thank you for staying with us till the end. Thank you. Special thanks to all the AMF patrons who pay to have this podcast continue. If you want to help this podcast continue, you can go over to the website. It's kuchbimehta.com. You can become a patron for a year. The money goes to editing this. It doesn't go to the guests, by the way, just so you know. And I'm saying this on camera with the guests so that you know that they know. ऐसा नहीं कि तुम जाके चुगली करो मेरे पीठ के पीछे जाके नीति पाल्टा को. I am 19 years old and I want to marry you, and the way I will win your heart is by telling you that Akash Mehta is not giving you money. Thanks for watching, you guys. Take care. Tata, bye bye.
Bye.